Well, sitting here with Tomi from Amorphis. Thank you for making the time for doing this interview with us.
Oh, you're welcome.
The last three albums, they were heavily inspired by the Finnish epos, Kalevala.
Yeah.
The Beginning of Times is the last in a row of kind of a trilogy, or at least is what I've read. Does this mean that you are ending the theme of the Kalevala with this album?
I don't know. It's been this Kalevala thing. It's been inspiration over the years, and this time it's an album about this main character called Väinämöinen. But I don't know what will be in the future. I think Kalevala will be inspire us in the future too, but we haven't discussed anything about the forthcoming album. I think it will be released maybe during the next year or something. And let's see.
But you're not going to close the Kalevala inspiration at...
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think there always will be something, some inspiration for the book, because it's been like a trademark for this band many years. So.
And if you're looking for a new inspiration, what kind of direction will you be looking at? Still folklore, or?
It's hard to say, you know. I think we have to do something a little bit different. Maybe use other studios, or maybe go recording outside Finland, or something like that, or something new methods, the way we work. I don't know, but it would be nice to do something different this way. And
is there any particular reason that you want to do something different?
Maybe we have been working in the same studio now in 4 albums. We worked in Helsinki in Sonic Boom Studios. So it would be nice to try something different. It works really well, and we know it works. But for me personally, I would like to do something a little bit different.
Okay, and you can't give us some hints about what kind of different thing you would like to do?
No, because we haven't talked about yet, because we are now, of course, promoting this latest album, and we have lots of shows coming. We are going to America, and then we do some shows in Finland, and then it's festival season again. So I think some of the guys have composed some material, but I haven't heard anything.
Okay.
So everything is open.
Everything is open.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what the future will bring.
Yeah.
You've been on the road quite some time now. How is the tour going in general?
It's been great. It's been great. It's been interesting. I think we haven't played that many shows ever in Europe. We played now like over 40 shows or something. So it's been a really long tour. Yeah. It's been nice. The first part was with Nahima from Spain and Lepros, and this second leg it's with Lepros and the Man-Eating Tree, and it's been really good package, I think. And of course in Germany it's been really nice. The place has been packed and stuff like that. And the first leg was a little bit challenge for us, because we haven't played those countries many times, like a couple of completely new countries for us. But it was interesting adventure, and I think we will return. I think we will go back there someday.
To new countries?
Yeah.
How was it for you to play in totally new countries?
I don't know, it would be nice to play in Australia someday. But we played lots of shows in Eastern Europe, and it was also really nice. Of course, when you are touring Eastern Europe, the roads are really a bit pumpy and stuff like that. But still, there are lots of people who are listening to Amorphis, and there's a reason to go there.
And how is the audience of the Eastern Europe compared to this part of Europe?
I don't think there's so much difference between audience. I think if you go, for example, Japan, it's different. And if you go to Southern America, it's a little bit different. But mainly in Europe, I think the places are quite the same, and people are really nice and easy to go with.
Okay, and how would you describe the Dutch audience?
Slow.
Slow?
That's the first word that came to my mind. Yeah, because you have coffee shops and stuff like that. So sometimes people are a little bit slow here.
Okay, can you feel the slowness of the coffee shops in the audience then? Or?
Yeah, I remember a couple of shows we played, and people seems that they are enjoying the show, but there are no like traditional mosh pit or stuff like that.
No
but
mosh.
I know it's really nice that people are standing there, maybe their eyes closed and stuff like that, and enjoying the show.
Just feeling the music.
Yeah. And I think we have, because we have a long career behind us, we have lots of not so young people anymore in the audience, and I think they are not into mosh pit or wall of death things, you know. So maybe they just, maybe they just want to listen and enjoy the show, and that's really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, and the next week you're going to the USA and South America.
Yeah.
What are your expectations from that part of the tour?
Let's see. It will be interesting because the first show is with Nightwish, and then we do this 70,000 tons of metal cruise. It takes 4 days, I think, 2 shows during the 4 days. That's something really interesting because you know, lots of metalheads going to cruise in in the sea. It's something funny. And then we do, as I remember, we do 4 or 5 shows in South America. So it will be like a 2.5 weeks tour.
Okay. And after that?
After that, we have to concentrate. We have some shows in Finland. They're gonna be special shows, like in concert halls. So it will be something a little bit different this time.
Okay.
And after that, we do some festivals in May, and then it's a festival season again, summer.
Yeah.
And I hope we will have lots of festivals in Finland and of course in Europe too.
When is the break coming for the new album?
Excuse me?
When are you going to take a break for the new album?
I think after the summer.
After the summer?
Yeah. So then we have some time. If I don't know, we have some plans to go to Japan also.
Okay.
Let's see if it happens before or after the summer. But I think we have to have some holiday, like a month or something. But we have to start working with the new album during this year.
Okay. And before working the new album and ending the last show, do you take? You said you took a break for about a month. What do you do in that month? Nothing with Amorphis, or?
I don't know. We haven't discussed about it, but I think we need some kind of holiday because we have families and kids and stuff like that. So it's nice to hang around in a home for a while. But if we don't have anything with Amorphis, I have a couple of other bands, and maybe I have some time for them also.
Where you're at home not working with Amorphis or with your other bands, what kind of music do you listen to?
Mostly I've been listening metal and like Swedish death metal and stuff like that. And I also like to hang around with my friends. I'm trying to sport a little bit, like go to the gym or to jogging. And it's really nice to have some vacation, but we are not gonna have a break or something like that. So it's gonna be like 1 month or a couple of weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
Because we are really motivated and we don't want to have like a 1 year break or something like that. We don't see any reason to do that.
Very good. Good to hear.
Yeah.
And looking back at the history of Amorphis, it's a 20-year history.
Yeah.
If you could change anything in the last 20 years, in the last 7 years that you've been part of Amorphis, would you change anything, and what would that be?
I think for me personally would be wise to took some lessons in singing, you know. I started now, I took some singing lessons like a month ago or something. I've been only singing in a rehearsing place. I never studied music like in a traditional way.
Yeah.
So if I haven't known something about the theory or technique, how you have to sing, or how is it to do, how is the way to do it properly, it would be really. It would have been easier for me in many cases. That's the one thing that I can say.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Okay.
I've got two more questions for you.
Okay.
If you have no limitations, musically wise, financially wise, technically wise, what would be the dream project of you and Amorphis?
What was the question? I didn't quite understand.
What's your dream project?
Dream project.
Dream project. no limitation whatsoever. You have all the money in the world, all the time, all the instruments, everything you could imagine, you have at your disposal. What would you do then?
With Amorphis?
Yes.
Would be nice to go somewhere really beautiful place, like for example to Iceland or maybe in Brazil or somewhere outside Finland.
Mm-hmm.
And with a good producer, maybe Rick Rubin. And would be nice to be there like half a year and just jamming and seeing what kind of music we will create without limitations. I would be nice to do some really brutal stuff, of course, because I like that kind of stuff. But I think it would be nice to just hang around and have different inspirations and listening lots of music and maybe go to swimming to the sea.
And where do you see yourself in 10 years from now?
I hope we still exist, and I don't see any reason if everyone is alright, you know, if everyone don't get sick or something like that, because things like that happens in the world. Yeah. But I think if everything goes alright, I think we will continue with Amorphis, because we can still compose interesting music, and we like touring, and we have good label and good management, so I think we will survive next 10 years.
Very good.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to add for this interview?
This is the last show during this tour, so of course it's really important, and let's see how it goes. It's been a rough ride, you know,
yeah.
And I feel that I have given everything, you know, so now we go back home.